Good day, YouTube. This is Jay Money with Falling Forward Financial. Just an update here on Cybin. I've talked about them on the channel here before. Looks like they're having a decent day, up over 5%. Here's a look at what they look like over the last year. They just listed in August, and they've been coming down since then. So in the last year, it's down over 65%. The last 3 months, down over 49%. In the last month, it's actually positive 2.82%. And the last week, it's up 3.76%. And here's a look at today, up 4.81%. This is Cybin, ticker is CYBN. If you don't know much about them, I've talked about psychedelics here on the channel before. I talk a lot about MJ. Did a lot of videos on MJ here lately, and legalization, did some other videos, so those are kind of interesting. You might want to check those out, but this is psychedelics. If you want to know more about it, just go through that there. Been around since 2016. 386,000 on the volume, so not a whole lot of volume on this one. Average volume of 758,000. 186 million on the market cap, so relatively small. A lot of room to grow. 52-week low of 82 cents and high of 338. And here's a look at their ratings. 89% showing it as a buy. Earnings, I didn't realize, but those are here tomorrow. So tomorrow, February 10th, in the pre-market. So it looks like I did try buying this at one time for $1.13. Looks like back in December. And I've talked about MindMed. I have some shares of MindMed. That's another psychedelic. So they're all down here as of here lately. But $1.13. So it wouldn't have been too bad of a buy. I'm kind of glad it didn't fill now since it is down. But moving on. Analyst rating showing it as a buy here on Microsoft Bing. And Cybin receives U.S. patent for its proprietary DMT compound to treat anxiety disorders. Since I was in so many MJ stocks, I saw something about psychedelics, and I was like, there's no way. But once you start reading about them, it's helps with a lot of anxiety, depression, alcoholism, quite a few different things, so that's what made me get into them. But psychedelic company Cybin announced the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office has granted U.S. patent to the company's investigational, we'll try this word, deuterated dimethyltryptamine, DMT, there you go. And you can make fun of me in the comments for slaughtering that, but see if you can do better yourself. The allowed claims include a range of deuterated forms of DMT, patent which is expected to expire in 2041. So Cybin's lead investigational proprietary DMT compound in clinical studies, or preclinical, has demonstrated potential efficacy at lower doses while also increasing the duration of drug effect, providing a therapeutic profile that may alleviate the common negative experience associated with the classical DMT. Cybin has focused on creating differentiated compounds that harness the potential efficacy of classical psychedelics while addressing the known limitations necessary for these molecules to become approvable therapeutics. We're extremely pleased to receive a composition of matter patent for the CYB004, adding strong protection for our growing intellectual property portfolio of psychedelic-based compounds, supporting and protecting the investments that we are making in our CYB004 program. Patent is both rewarding and timely as we prepare to initiate a pilot study in the third quarter of 2022. So a lot of these are a long-term play for myself. It's a long-term hold. I'm not just getting into these overnight. This is going to be a 2, 3, 4, 5 year hold. So Cybin announces grant of U.S. patent covering its proprietary compound. Just some more information on the DMT for the treatment of anxiety disorders. For those of you that like the bigger print on Yahoo Finance, we'll go through and see if there's any other information that we missed. So, again, the patent was just expected to expire in 2041, which, wow, it just seems like, well, 20 years, I guess, so had to stop and do the math, but from the on-site, Cybin has focused on creating differentiated compounds that harness the potential efficacy of classic psychedelics. So I feel you're going to be seeing more and more psychedelics. There's a couple of them that I've talked about here on the channel. My biggest and favorite holding is MindMed, as I showed you earlier. But this is another one. So again, they're a leading ethical biopharmaceutical company working with a network of world-class partners and internationally recognized scientists on a mission to create safe and effective therapeutics for patients to address a multitude of mental health issues. So like I said, when I first got into psychedelics, I just thought they was something to trip on, but once you research them, the help that they do with mental health issues is the reason that I got into it. So I just got a lot to approve with FDA approval and all that good stuff. So, but again, here's some more information just 4 hours ago about the DMT compound. And over here on Reddit, Cybin stock update, upward trend. 3 months ago, the CEO bought another, that's weird, 59,999 shares on Monday. Why not 60,000? So they're buying lots of shares. That's very interesting. Over here on StockTwits, currently at $1.08, a low of 82 cents, high of 3.22. Needs more love, so much cheaper relative to its peers. MindMed, right there, MMND. I've been following that one since it was a traded over the counter. But it has came down, but yeah, as you can see, it's going up today as well. Compass Pathways, I think I've talked about that one. There's Cybin. Life Sciences, that might be another psychedelic, I'm not for sure. 110 after this afternoon. Nothing else in there for us. Here on MS and Money, currently showing it as a buy. And here on TipRanks, currently showing it as a moderate buy with a 656% upside to $8.25, high of 10, low of 6.49. That's all that I have on Cybin. If you have Cybin or MindMed, right here, Mind Medicine, MMND, currently at 131. You can leave that in the comments, or any other psychedelics that you have, leave that in the comments as well. And if you haven't smashed that like button yet, go ahead and hit that for me, as well as subscribing and hit the bell so you're notified of when the next videos drop. Again, this is J Money, Falling Forward Financial. Happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.